Aries, what is up, Aries? I hope you are having a fantastic week so far. I know I am, so I hope you are too. I know it's crazy energy right now, and the world is a crazy, chaotic place, but you know what? Now you get to sit here and just read your own cards, see what's going on with you in particular. Alright, so as usual, I will shuffle the cards. This is the Fountain Tarot from, I forget their name. I don't know if they have a name. Anyway, the Fountain Tarot. And yeah, I just want to let you know, I hit 100 subscribers, so thank you very, very much to everybody who showed their likes or, you know, gave their support and gave me subscriptions, because that's amazing. Thank you so much for getting me to this first milestone. I really appreciate all of it, all of your love and support. All right, and yeah, if you want to be entered to win, I'm doing the drawing tomorrow, which is Friday, and then I will announce the winner. So if you want to still be a part of that, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button, let me know down below, and yeah, you're in. All right, so let's take a look at what you got coming up for your astrology this week. So tomorrow, the 6th, we have Moon opposite the Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, cluster there. And for you, I mean, that's in your whatchamacallit? That's in your 10th house there. And I had to figure out my astrology chart there. But yeah, so that's going to be your your emotional house affecting your career house, okay? So like you're going to be taking a hard look at things and like how things are actually feeling. As well, with Mercury being in your house of partnerships, this is going to be creating a rather difficult square, but it's also one where so you're gonna have to be, you know, a little bit more honest with yourself and your emotions, and also looking at things from maybe the bigger picture, like not getting so caught up on the little details here. What else we got coming up? Of course, on the 10th, we have Venus is square Mars. And so that's your first house going to your partnership house. So you may feel like you're being a little bit, you know, aggressive towards your partner, perhaps. Could also actually result in some creative energy coming out, which is always great. So yeah, be aware of that. What else we got going on? We have the final Pluto-Jupiter conjunction, which is exciting. And that particular conjunction, this is like the amplification of the Pluto energy. So think of Pluto as like death, transformation, like, you know, death in the spiritual sense of like, you know, something dying and being reborn, and like transformation. So Jupiter is making that bigger. And it's really interesting if you look at the pandemic numbers. It correlates almost directly with each peak of the pandemic numbers with this conjunction, which is really fascinating. You can actually look it up on a graph. So just something to pay attention to. So on the 10th, you may actually see a little bit more numbers or maybe some scares around it as well. So just know that that is the last conjunction, and you know what, after that it's gonna, I feel like it's gonna wind down. We've had a whole year of it. We're done with this bullshit. All right, what else we got going on? The same day Mercury goes back into Scorpio. It's done with its retrograde phase and it's moving back into Scorpio. And that's a cool place for you. I mean, that's where you are having like transformation from other people, like that's your money. So if you've been having a hard time, you know, getting clients or something, this coming up will be a time of, you know, getting more clients, getting more communication in your business, that kind of stuff. And also it could be, you know, maybe, oh geez, I mean, the 8th house is kind of about death and sex and transformation, and it's mostly to do with the other versus the 2nd house, which is like your own personal finances. And the interesting thing is here, if we take a look here, I don't know if you can see that. So Aries is there, and then, so this is your rising sign. So if we look at your 5th house, that's this one here. And above that is the 8th house. And the 5th house is creativity and sex and all that stuff. And then the 8th house is like, you know, money, but it's opposite your personal finance house. So it's really interesting that the 8th house takes on characteristics of both the 2nd and 5th house. So yeah, anyway, moving on from that, I think that's about it. We have a Venus in conjunct Neptune coming up on the 11th, and I feel like that's getting, you know, it's going into your subconscious. Like Venus is really looking at what's going on as far as what your delusions are, I feel like. This is your 7th house. So this could actually be like partnerships, taking a look at kind of like your subconscious, like what's going on under the hood of, you know, your mental state. All right, well, I think that's about it. That's all I got for your astrology. So let's jump into the tarot reading. As usual, I will go into where you are right now, and then we'll see what you got going on for this week. We'll jump into messages from Spirit, go into a few oracle cards, and we'll jump into the rune at the very end. I just want to give you another thank you to say I really appreciate all of your support. And yeah, if you like the astrology bit, just let me know down below, like, or you know, if you have any notes, or say you watch this in the future, maybe something happened. But yeah, anyway, so this part of the reading will be for basically Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. It doesn't matter what you want, or Venus, or Mercury, or Mars, or whatever you want. All right, so let's take a look what you got going on for this. Where have you been? Where have you been, Aries? Let's take a look and see where you've been. Now I take jumpers from the deck. So if you don't like how I shuffle, feel free to skip forward, of course. Oh, it's taking a little bit of a while. Maybe you actually have to connect to the cards a little bit here, Aries. Aries, what's going on with you? Oh, whoa. Okay. Well, I said connect to the cards. We got 2 off the bat, and I'm going to take these away, and there's 1 more that came up right. All right, so let's go into this. Let's see. The first one is the 4 of Coins, okay? So the 4 of Pentacles is a card about, like, kind of like saving your money and like stability, like financial stability. And with the, like you can see here, it's definitely representative of the home, because the 4 it's the sign of Cancer. It's the sign of your emotional center and core. But in this case, it's money based, because it's the Pentacles. So think material wealth, all that kind of stuff. And so you're feeling it feels like you're being very stable. Maybe you're being a little bit more, I don't know, like a spendthrift, like you're trying to save money and stuff, but it seems like things are very stable financially. And the underlying energy of this is because, is the 3 of Wands, and this is because you are moving forward in some sort of creative venture. You're pushing your willpower, and you're actually getting to the next phase. And so this is exciting. This is development, Aries, and this is exactly what you want to see. And of course, you get the Emperor, which is wonderful energy for you, because this is you taking responsibility for everything. So you may have had to take responsibility this week, and you know what? It's working out for you. Honestly, it's really working out for you. So let's get 1 more card to clarify this Emperor. Oh, we got 2 cards. Ooh, the first card that popped up was the Fool card, which is fantastic. So yeah, you're going into something new. Oh, these 3 cards are... I'll put these ones back. So the Fool card here, this is like you know what, you're just going forward. Like, I like to see the Fool here, especially with like the 3 of Wands. It's like you're making favorable progress, because you've actually decided to just go for it, do whatever you want to do. And a major arcana on top of another major arcana, this is very powerful energy. So I feel like you took a risk and it paid off, and the only reason it paid off is because you took control. You didn't let anybody sway you, and you were just focused on your own progress here this week. So fantastic. I'm glad to see you're in a good state, Aries. So let's jump into what you got coming up this week. I hope it's just as good. The first one is the Page of Cups. Very interesting. So yeah, this is could mean a communication coming in for you on the emotional front. This could be like a new romance, or this could even be an old romance coming back, or it could just be like this message of healing that's coming in for you. So let's see what the underlying energy of the Page of Cups is. Judgment in the reverse position. Very interesting. Okay, so whatever this thing that comes up is, whatever this communication is, it feels like it's coming from another person with the Page of Cups in the upright position. It's a communication that's coming into you, but you're gonna have to use your judgment about it. Like, you're gonna have to see, does this resonate with my highest self? Like, does this resonate with my soul's journey? Like, is this a part of what it is? Because it feels like maybe you're gonna get a little bit, I want to say, blindsided, or like love struck or something, and you may not see everything for how it actually is. So be aware of that. Watch out for rose-colored glasses, as it were. Let's see what the underlying energy of this Judgment reversed is. Thank you. It's the Hanged Man. Okay, so I'm getting this sense of like somebody coming in who is claiming to have been struggling or something, or maybe they have this week. Yeah, it's coming in because this is the underlying energy for this card. So, yeah, I feel like this is somebody with almost a sob story in the sense of, oh, I've been doing all this work and I'm maybe they're pretending or saying that there's some sort of I feel like there's some sort of deception around here with the judgment reversed, and it's because somebody has been voluntarily putting themselves through something in order to gain, I want to say clout maybe. It's just some like they've been putting themselves in this position so they actually have an upper hand in something. So let's see what's up with this hangman. Where does this hangman come from? Thank you. Ooh, the 10 of coins. Very interesting. Okay, so this is like your ultimate abundance here. So maybe this person coming in is offering the ultimate abundance, but you're gonna have to use your judgment about it, because this person may seem like they have like they know more than you, but I have a feeling that like yeah, you might feel love struck. And another way to read this would be like, I mean, it's definitely you got to use your judgment here for sure, but this also could be something very good for you that comes in. So despite like there being some sort of something you have to pay attention to, some sort of detail, I feel like it feels like it's leading towards your abundance, towards your ultimate abundance. So I mean, take everything with a grain of salt, take this reading with a grain of salt. If it doesn't resonate, great, but yeah, I feel like you got to watch out for something. There's something with the Judgment Reverse card that it feels like you're getting blindsided. Like, don't fall for any like money-making schemes or whatever. Like, watch out for things that are too good to be true, but also be open to your ultimate abundance. Like, I'm not saying just like throw everything away, throw the baby out with the bathwater, because I mean, it feels like there's opportunity here. It's just you're gonna have to navigate it in a very particular way. All right, let's move on to your messages from Spirit. What do we got coming up for? That's too many cards. It's like 20 cards. All right, messages from Spirit for my lovely Aries, please. I just want a few cards, please. Few cards, please, for Aries. Few cards for Aries, please. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Angels. Thank you. All right, first card is the Page of Swords reversed. Okay, so this is you needing to be clear about your communication. There's something that, like, maybe it's about the situation or whatever, but you have to kind of stand up for your own beliefs. The swords being mental energy, belief energy, intellect, and the page being reversed, it's having to come from you. Like, see, the page here was something coming to you, and when it's in the reverse position, I always feel like, you know what, that's you needing to express something. So express whatever it is you need to express, because it's gonna help you get to this abundance if that is what you truly desire. All right, can I get a clarifier for this Page of Swords, please? I got, okay, 2 cards. This one first. 3 of Swords in the reverse position. So this is like, you're healing. You're healing from something that happened, and the universe is trying to be like, hey, maybe you need to communicate this healing, or tell somebody that you've healed or you've moved on, and that could be a part of it. Let's see what the underlying energy of this 3 of Swords is. The Page of Coins. When I say before about pages and needing to communicate something, so this is communicating about ideas and communicating about money. This could have been like a past relationship. The relationship could also mean a partnership in terms of like a business partnership, perhaps. But in either case, you're going to have to be upfront about how you think about the situation and also how you feel as far as the money is concerned, because I feel like that's going to be an issue coming up here, especially like with this promise of all this wealth and stuff, this abundance. You're going to have to communicate very accurately, like the terms. Say you're signing a contract or something. I feel like you're going to have to like maybe not read all of the fine print, but make sure that everything on paper is you agree with it. Yeah, this may be particular to a couple of you or one of you even, but I feel like it's important to make sure you're clear as to what you want, your boundaries. So yeah, anyway, let's go on. Let's see one more card to represent. Oh, thank you. Is the Knight of Swords reversed? So this is some sort of delay. The Knight of Swords is the knight that just wants to rush in and get everything done right away. But with the Knight of Swords in the reverse position, it's like, you know what? The horse tripped on a rock or something. Now he's just delayed healing at camp or something, and he's not getting to the kingdom right away. And this is like, typically it's like a very swift card, but in the reverse, yeah, there's some sort of delay in here, and I'm feeling like it's a delay about, and the universe is trying to just say that it's a delay regarding this sort of contract. I keep on getting the word contract, or like agreement, or like gentleman's agreement, or I just feel like there's something here that if it resonates, let me know down below. If it doesn't, whatever. But yeah, there's definitely some sort of healing here, some sort of coming back from a pain. Maybe there's something at work that's been hard, or in a relationship even. But it's not like there's already something that has ended or has been agreed to that will end, and you're healing from that. You're trying to kind of fix these things, but you're gonna have to do it from a place within yourself first. And so maybe getting clear about your own your own intentions before rushing out and telling this person all these things that you want to tell them. All right, let's go into your sacred symbols and see what comes up for you. This is the Sacred Symbols by Marcella Kroll. Very powerful deck. I love it to bits. All right, let's see what we got going on. What do my lovely Aries, or what does my lovely Aries into here? Awesome, we got 2 cards right after that. Divine Masculine. Yes, so this is you getting in touch with your creative force. Like the masculine energy, like the magician, is the force that creates things. Like the feminine is the one that receives. So whenever I see the masculine, it's like, are you in your power? Are you expressing enough in the world? Or are you creating enough? Like, are you, doing the things that your soul needs in order to thrive? Like, we all need to be creative. We all need outlets. So make sure that you're doing that this week. I feel like that's important. I mean, this is a lot of masculine energy here. Like, you're very much in control. So maybe this is also maybe toning down that control just to make it balanced. Like the whole thing about everything is achieving that balance, so you're not too far off in one way or too up or too down as far as your emotions go. The next card we got is your guides. So you may work with guides, you may not work with guides, but do some sort of meditation, or just, ask the universe. Like, ask the universe for some sort of sign, even. Like, go with your intuition. If something feels right, then it's for you. And if it doesn't feel right, then don't go after it. And just remember that your guides will never tell you anything wrong or mean, and they'll never tell you what to do. They'll only present you with new information, or just nudge you in a certain direction. And it's not, but you always have free will. So always remember that. And the more you trust your intuition, the more accurate it will be too. So if you're just starting with that, don't worry. Like, if you know what, if you're told that you have to take a day off work, or maybe not work because you have responsibilities, but maybe you were planning to do something this day, and then you're like, know what, I got this intuition that I need to go to the park. So then you go to the park and see what happens, and just be in that space, because a lot of the time we're so trapped up in our plans that we fail to see the world around us, which actually has so many benefits, and that can help you get out of depression and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, as I ramble on, let's go into another card. Oh, we got one that flipped around on me. Soulmate connection. Wow, all right. So yeah, be aware of the fact that your soulmate, if you're alone right now, if you're a single person, be aware that your soulmate connection is out there. Because they are. I feel personally, my own belief is that we have so many soulmates. Like, we meet people through our lives that we're destined to meet with, and I feel like we've been with them multiple lifetimes. So, and also I feel like if you had a soulmate, maybe this is because of this 3 of Swords reversed here. Just because it didn't work out in this lifetime doesn't mean it won't work out in another lifetime. Your lifetime here now is to experience all these things, and maybe you wouldn't experience them if you were with that person. Say you stopped trying so much, or if you were completely content emotionally, maybe you wouldn't be stressed out, which would all of a sudden make you have that eureka moment and come up with the most brilliant thing ever, leading to your ultimate abundance. Like, you never know, right? So it's like you got to take it where you can and just live in it. And that's just what it's all about. Anyway, let's go into your rune. And thank you so much if you stuck around with me so far. This is a box that I made. I have them on my website. I make them. See, Hidden Key Design. And yeah, I just keep some runes in here. So let's take a look. We got for runes. And I will ask the runes, what energy does Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising need to hear right now? What energy will help them through this week? What energy will help Aries through the week? Thank you. Got our first rune. Ooh, this is the rune of movement. Let me refer to the book. I always kind of forget what this one is called. It is, let me put the thing here, it's Equaz. So 94. So Ewaz, movement, progress, a horse. Ewaz is a rune of transit, transition, and movement, of physical shifts, new dwelling places, new attitudes, or new life. It also signifies movement in the sense of improving or bettering any situation. There is about this rune a sense of gradual development and steady progress, with the accompanying notion of slow growth through numerous shifts and changes. This could apply to both the growth of a business or to the development of an idea. A relationship also needs to undergo changes and transformations if it is to maintain growth and life. Personal moral effort and persevering steadfastness are called for here when you draw Ihwaz, another of the cycle runes. Let it be said this way: as I cultivate my own nature, all else follows. This rune symbol is the horse. From the Bronze Age artifacts, we find the sun linked to the horse. The horse both symbolized the sun and was regarded as drawing it across the sky. Here, this rune is saying you have progressed far enough to feel a measure of safety, of surety in your position. It is time to turn again and face the future reassured and prepared to share the good fortune that comes. The sharing is significant since it relates to the power of the sun to foster life and illuminate all things with its light. Very cool. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this. I really hope you do. And if you like this kind of thing and you want to, book a private reading, I have those on my website. I'd love to work with you, of course. And until then, have a great week, Aries, and I'll see you next week.